up and good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. Just finishing my chores out here on the off-grid homestead. But really, for you guys that choose to live that off-grid lifestyle, or at least like the homestead off-grid, kind of have solar, gotta use generators, conserve power thing, like that ain't the life for me. But I do want to address the solar thing. As you guys know, if you've been watching the last couple videos, and you kind of see behind me, or hear behind me probably, we've had a lot of high wind gusts, which when that happens, the power company shuts down power to all the utility poles, that way in case anything falls over, it doesn't spark a fire. I don't know why they're doing it in our valley, because they've already replaced all the poles with metal poles, which are supposed to withstand much higher rated winds. But anyways, until we get the whole home generator, we're kind of using 2 to 3 generators right now, just to sparingly power stuff around the house. It's working, super easy to set up. But for everybody saying we need solar, we actually do have solar. We have, I believe, 24 panels on the roof right there. And we could use a few more. Luckily, when I purchased this house, the solar was already on it and it was already paid for. So there was no lease to take over or anything like that. That being said though, there is no whole home backup battery. And if you have solar, you'll know when the power goes out, solar does absolutely nothing, because you still need power to power the inverter, which is on the wall right there. Or without batteries to actually feed back into the house, you essentially have no power even though you have solar. And incentives aside, the cost to put a battery in this house is about the exact same cost as it would to be a whole home generator. Now to me, I feel like generator is probably a little more reliable in the long run, and it could run 24/7 if we wanted it to. I'm gonna spend the money on the generator first, then we'll see about the batteries. Now, being that we lost power yesterday when we were finalizing the paint in here, I've decided that instead of trying to come back in here and paint until we get power back on and I can fully light this place back up, today's a good day to go see if we can secure some gym flooring for this place. I know we've talked about it in previous videos, and you're gonna hear the smoke detector chirping. I believe it's that one. Yes, I know. We gotta put batteries in it. We'll do that when this whole place is done. We're actually probably gonna replace it with a new one, being that this one's got a bunch of dust in it from being in here while we're working. But the flooring that we're gonna go with is, I believe, 3/4 inch rubber flooring. And I know you can get horse mats over at Tractor Supply Co. But the place we're going to today actually has real commercial gym mats for essentially the same price, maybe 10 bucks more a mat at the most. Yesterday I went ahead and did a couple tests here. These are the 2 stripe colors that we're back and forth between, but that's not what the test was about. The test was about being able to tape a line here, and if you guys remember, I showed you caulking the tape on the ceiling there for a perfectly straight line. Well, that works well because it's against a white surface. So being that we're not gonna be up against a white surface now, we don't wanna put a bunch of white caulking that's gonna get behind the tape, and then you'll see a strip of white instead of paint that bled through. I don't know what's worse or what's better. I tried a couple different methods here just to see what would work best. One of which is just putting tape, using the color of the paint that the tape is on, and then just using that paint to kind of get up underneath the tape. Once that dries, we can then go paint over top. I then went ahead and used clear caulking, which is right here, which clear caulking unfortunately has a little bit of silicone in it. Now that silicone kind of makes doing what we do here a little bit of a pain in the butt, because the silicone will stretch and pull and wants to come off with the tape. It also doesn't dry matte, it dries shiny. So hopefully you can see right here, this is where I had a piece of tape with some silicone on it, and you can see that there is some shininess to it. I'm a fan of flat paint. I don't like sheen in my paint, so that's gonna stand out. I did do a test with painting over to see if the flat paint hides that sheen. Then right here and right here, this is just using the paint color, and you can see nice crispy line that we got going on there, other than where I just like brush it on real quick. So I think the method we're gonna use for this stripe is we're just going to tape it and then use the paint color that the tape is sitting on, paint our teal. And again, I don't really know which one we're picking yet. By the time you guys watch this, we're probably gonna already have decided, but pick your color now. So we've arrived here at Fitness Armory. Hopefully they have the gym flooring that we need in stock. We've got SC Bailey 619. Chris, say hi. Oh, 6 feet, 6 feet. Oh no, we're outside. Okay. Are we eating?
We're eating.
Oh, we're eating. Oh shit. Right. We wanted to check out your guys' gym mats.
Awesome. So we are currently a little oversold on them. We're getting another shipment on Friday.
Okay.
They're gonna look like that, except smooth top. Very similar, like in terms of finish.
You know, it's awfully funny how they didn't have any in stock for us to look at. So I was right about to place an order on a full pallet, and I said, well, if I don't like it, you know, can I get my money back? And she's like, oh, well, we do have one in the back you can go look at. All of a sudden, we have some here. So they got little white speckles in them. Made in America. Does cause cancer though, so we're good. But how do you know which ones you get? Do you get the lighter one or the darker one? I like that one better.
I feel like this one has more
this
airflow to go through.
Yeah, but that one stronger, but this one looks better. We're doing our own drop test. Maybe 100 pounds of mat, 100 pounds of mat, 25 piece, 2,500 pounds. It's gonna be a heavy day. So unfortunately they don't have it in stock, but they're gonna get it in the next 2 days. So good news is, even if we picked them up right now, we're not ready to put them in until the painting's done, The mirrors are in, and basically like the last thing that's going in there is the floor. So we just went back in and talked to them and said, well, you know, which one's in the next 2 days? They said, well, it's the one we didn't want. And I said, well, we want the other one. And she's like, let me go look. She's like, we actually have 3 pallets of that. Like, all of a sudden, dude, ain't it crazy that all of a sudden they start having pallets of this stuff? She says they're spoken for right now, but we could show up in the next day or so, and if they're still here, she'll hold a pallet for us and we can take the whole pallet. Good news is though, we've got other parts back there for the gym that are gonna be going in here. Now our second stop for the day is over at Thrill Seekers. We're picking up something that Chris had special ordered for his CRF 110. You didn't get an order under the tree? You didn't?
Yeah.
Is yours under the tree?
Yep.
Look at that, dude.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks.
All right, bro, open it up, man. Let's see this thing. I can't wait anymore.
No, I gotta wait for Christmas.
Oh, thanks, son. I already see the work for it. Yeah, look at the work for it on there, buddy. It's big time.
The gold ribs, the DBK top patch, and then the work for it on the side.
So this is gonna give you guys a little insight into kind of what exactly Chris is planning on doing color-wise with his bike. How many we need? Oh, shoot, bro, they're empty. Oh.
More?
More. Oh, shoot, guy, you're just making a mess over here, man. Our friends at Home Depot are gonna get upset. Get it, Chris. Get it, Chris. Loving the holiday music? This isn't really a holiday song, but loving the holiday music? All right, we moved on. We're now door shopping. Dude, this one's already pre-painted in a nice gray. Look how pretty that is. All right. What are you doing, bro?
I figured you're not holding up.
3, 4, 1. I don't know how private that is.
This ain't gonna work.
We're trying to come up with a cool idea for the bathroom door there, because obviously the one that's in the gym doesn't fit. We were gonna do a giant glass barn door until we realized that's $1.5 million to do it properly. This is our next best option.
Oh.
Bro, I mean, you know, this is the basic walk behind model. It ain't quite the ride on like we got, but dang, son. Oh man, look at that. It got an F1 car steering wheel on it. This thing's high tech. I bet you it tells you your shift points and everything. Well, Chris and I did a bunch of running around today, and I was really hoping that by the time I got home, the power would be back on, but unfortunately it is not. So I was gonna put off painting this stripe until morning, but unfortunately the glass company's coming to install all of our mirrors, and I know once those are installed, the laser that I'm gonna be using to mark all of my lines is just gonna bounce all over the place and not give me an accurate reading if there's mirrors or any type of reflection showing in here. So I don't know how well this is gonna show up on video. I'm running my one Milwaukee tower light, I'm gonna be running my headlamp, I'm gonna throw the GoPro up, and hopefully this works. Now I hate to say this, but I'm not very confident in the fact that that tape is sealed well. I don't know if it's the temperature tonight or what, but every time I put tape on the wall, it just wanted to fall off. It just does not want to stick for some reason. It is pretty cold in here. And the technique that I used, where I took the paint color that was on the portion that the tape is on and painted up behind it, it was actually starting to make the tape curl, which again was kind of strange. A lot of weird stuff happening tonight, but I went ahead, committed, painted it anyway. I'm gonna let it sit here and dry for a second. There's a good chance that teal bled through, and there's gonna be either a lot of touch up or it's gonna be an absolute nightmare. I'm not sure yet. Oh, and by the way, I think it's also 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I need to stop starting painting late at night. Let's try a little test piece here again. This area is gonna be all mirrors tomorrow morning, so I'm not too worried about painting this whole thing. But just in case the mirrors come up an inch or so shy, I wanted to make sure you saw the strip back there. How did we do? All right, we didn't do horrible. We got a tiny little spot right there where it bled through, but that's super easy to touch up. Well, bottom looked like it ended up doing a little bit better. I'm a little more optimistic. Here goes, I don't even know which one I want to do first. All right, here goes nothing. All right, we're looking okay, guys. Look at that nice crisp line right there. Beautiful, looking good. I don't know why I'm still very nervous though. Very, very nervous. It's this lower tape on this one that I'm more nervous about. I used the delicate tape, which was really fighting me. So far, so good. Honestly, the only issue is this tape taking off the paint that's not on the stripe area, which you can see right there, which is why I typically use the delicate tape, but again, it just was not sticking at all tonight. So super, super easy touch-ups right there. And of course, my light is dying, as if it's not creepy enough in here. I gotta say guys, that actually turned out so much cleaner than I thought it would. Again, I was super concerned that the tape was gonna bleed because it would not stick to the wall, but aside from just a tiny couple little spots of touch-up, that worked out dang near flawlessly. But touch-up's gonna have to wait till morning because I think I should probably actually get some sleep. Well, another day, another time of switching generators. Back to main power because, well, we got our power back on, so that's good news. Big news of the day though, you guys can see, we've got the mirrors here. They're inside right now getting installed. They're getting the piece of track in, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep 2 feet off the floor and a foot down from the ceiling. And as you can see, our stripe turned out absolutely killer. Again, we do have a couple little spots that I gotta touch up, but other than that, super, super stoked to see this in the daytime now. Yeah, cut through a little bit though.
Mirrors are huge, bro. Just seen 2 up, man. It's massive.
Hey, listen, if we're going for commercial quality, we got to get commercial quality. Well, the mirrors are in. They look absolutely killer. It makes this room look so much bigger though, and it just adds that next level touch of making this feel like a commercial quality gym, which is what we're going for. Now you can kind of see the full color of the stripe and everything. Everything looks, look at how well that line transfers all the way across those mirrors right there. It's a sign of a quality install. They're not all like boogered, and then you see that stripe going through and it's all kinds of wonky throughout the mirrors, because we all know that would drive my OCD insane. What's next, Chris?
Speakers.
Now I've been going back and forth on in-ceiling Bluetooth built-in speakers, and there's like not like really a middle ground. There's either the super cheap crappy ones or there's the super like expensive $500 to $1,000. We don't really need that in here. You know, we're gonna spend some of that money elsewhere. But I did find a reasonably priced, good reviewed set of speakers here on Amazon. We're gonna try these out right now and see. What I liked about these is they have a separate Bluetooth receiver as well as a separate amp to power both the speakers. We're only gonna go with 2 speakers in here. I don't think we need too many more than that. We were in here listening to music off our phone and it was plenty loud. So I think 2 speakers will be more than enough. But first I'm gonna throw that on the ground. These are the acoustic audio by Goldwood. This should be the whole Bluetooth receiver. Nobody leaked that password, all right? 00000. This is the power supply. I'm assuming as well as the amp, as well as the Bluetooth, everything built into this little box, which weighs absolutely nothing. Let's see what our speakers look like here. There's the speaker. Pops into the ceiling, tightens the screws down, clamps itself in between the drywall. Hey bro, look at the size of that big old magnet. It's really not that big, but yeah, we should test it. We should definitely test it. We're gonna do a little test run here. Says I am connected. We are plugged into a power supply, so we are going to need a power supply up in the attic. That's what Chris is doing right now. He's gonna be wiring us up an outlet up there. Let's see how these things work. We've got them kind of spread out to where we're gonna go. We're gonna go about center in between the lights on the 2 outsides here. Here goes nothing.
1, there ain't no bass. 2, you're gonna be listening to that while you're working out.
No, you know the crazy thing is I listen to talk radio mostly, or podcasts when I work out, so I really don't care about too much bass, but we should probably, yeah, that's not gonna work. Hold on. Yeah, I'm glad we decided to test these before we put these in the ceilings. These suck.
I wasn't using anything, but yeah.
Yeah, these aren't good. So I think our first official fail, Chris, speakers, big fail. Big fail. These are, yeah, junk, garbage. So we're not gonna install those today, but what we can do is we can get our TV installed. We got a ceiling TV mount right here. We're going ceiling, not wall, because we want to put it up in that corner right there. There'll never be any glare on it because there's the window, and just the ceiling just makes more sense versus trying to mount it on one of these walls. We don't actually have the TV yet. We're gonna go buy a TV right now. Just something small. We're thinking like 42, 43 inch, nothing too big, because you're not really coming in here to hang out and watch TV. You're coming to work, Chris, or eat snacks.
No.
What?
These bagel chips?
It's good stuff?
These ones are good. Those sweet ones? No.
Look at these mirrors, bro. Who are those good looking guys right there?
Come together.
What? What was that? Oh, okay.
I said it's coming together.
Oh! I don't quite think that's how that trick works there, Chris. Maybe.
Look over there.
Alright, which way do I gotta look? We gotta get good use out of this mirror. It was expensive. Oh, is that a two-headed Chris? You gotta put your head back. A little. 3 hours later, we have acquired a TV for the gym right here in the back of the OBS. Now again, there's no need for anything crazy or a super high-end TV or anything like that. Just a 7 Series Samsung 43-inch. Think it's gonna be just big enough to fit in that corner. Oh God. I mean that.
We work out during the day, clubbing at night.
That laser was accurate until you just sent it on an earthquake. You probably shouldn't do that. Now the unfortunate thing is we kind of got to assemble the mount wherever it just went. Assemble the mount, put it on the TV, and then see how far back we need to go with the actual post going up to the ceiling. Being that we don't want to trap ourselves in a corner. All right, buddy, let's see what we got in the box. Number 1. All right, not bad, not bad. Ooh, look at, oh man, there ain't no, oh, there's a little bit of plastic we can leave on. Test fit round 1. Let's see how she's gonna look. Oh, perfect. Can you go a little higher? A little higher. Oh, I think it's gonna work. Am I the only one that hates dealing with mounting TVs onto walls, or these TV mounts with the Visa system that they got going on here? Universal-ish, and then you gotta do some funky things because this TV right here, the holes are so high up that if you do it like the traditional way and make it an X pattern, you're gonna see these little ears sticking up, which would be like so. And you try and get it onto the holes there, yada, yada, yada. To make it work so we don't have stuff sticking up over the top, you gotta make this super sweet, I love you hand and sign language here. I could trim these ears off, but I don't wanna do that. Then of course the bolt kit that came with this TV mount, you either got one that is too short or way too long. So we're gonna end up trimming these long ones to work in the back of the TV here. All right, background is on. Now the fun part, we get to watch Chris hold and balance that TV while I mark where it goes. We did it, bro. We did it. We square a plate up here, so it looks good, even though you're probably never gonna see it.
How come the mount's all the way over here and it's not? Was the TV good, or it was?
I thought so. I don't know, I was behind it. Let's go try that again. But be honest, I don't know what happened that first time we held it up there, but you can see we definitely did shift over and square up in the corner. Check twice, measure 4 times, cut once. Now, I'm not a big wall anchor fan. I know they do work decently, but if we had enough room to get to that corner, being that the roof pitches down so low we can't get to the corner, but if we had enough room to get to the corner, I'd put some blocking. That way you're not relying just on drywall and whoever screwed the drywall to actually hold it. Good thing is though, TVs don't weigh very much nowadays. Our base post is on. Now we're gonna slide this booger on and bolt it together. Yes, technically you're supposed to pull that off of the TV and just hang the TV, but efficiency specialists around here. Pretty close. Come down. Down. The TV is up and working. Everything is looking great. And then let's just take a moment to appreciate how that's where we started. We then got to there, and we're currently at this beautiful stage. I am, again, beyond stoked at how well this whole gym is turning out. Before we wrap up, I want to give you guys a little satisfaction here. Just look at how crisp that line is. So clean. I want to see painters that cut in show that close-up of their work and see if it's that straight. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is perfection. Now again, unfortunately, we didn't have the flooring that I was hoping we would have for this video, but that'll be in the next video. So with that, we're gonna wrap up. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now. They do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like and a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Damn.